Hi, my name is Lindsay, and this is the story of my son Julian's birth. When I found out I was pregnant, I was really excited because I guess there was less fear involved because it was my third pregnancy. So, it was kind of like, I've been through this before. I kind of knew what to expect a little bit, even though each pregnancy is different to some degree. I had certain ideas about how I wanted things to go, and I definitely knew that I didn't want to go to a traditional OBGYN, like a traditional doctor this time around. I definitely wanted to go the midwife route. I had a C-section with my last pregnancy, so I was looking to do a childbirth with the least medical interventions possible. From my previous pregnancies, I was late with both of them by a week. So typically though, most doctors don't let you go past 40 weeks or 42 weeks at most. I found out, I guess, one of the last appointments I had with my midwife that she was going away, like a few days after my due date. So I was a little nervous about that because I really my plan was really to go into labor naturally. And I definitely, since I was trying for a VBAC, I definitely did not want to be induced or do any of those things because I knew that would increase my chances of having another C-section. I was induced, and with Pitocin, I knew from my first pregnancy I had it. It's like a synthetic form of the labor hormone, oxytocin. So I knew that, the pain was going to be probably a lot.
Looking at the contractions.
Ouch. I was induced around 5 p.m. and contractions started and got closer together. They were just monitoring me. We had a friend stop by. She snuck in some granola bars, and we were just eating and talking. I was a little upset about the fact that they had me on monitoring, which they have to, but I wanted a portable monitor so I can walk around during the birth. I spent the first few hours in bed, and then I think finally around 9 or 10 p.m. they gave me a portable monitor to walk around. I walked the halls, and they were checking me to see what my progress was. And from, I think it was 5 p.m. the Pitocin started till 1 or 2 a.m. that the midwife checked me. I had only gone from 2 centimeters to 3 centimeters, which is nothing. So at 3 a.m. I decided to have an epidural because I felt that just taking the edge off of the pain would let me relax and relax enough to let things progress. So 3 a.m. I had the epidural. I was not completely numb. I was able to move my legs and my feet, and I felt the contractions still, but it was enough to just take that edge off. So I was able to relax and actually shut my eyes. I think we fell asleep for 2 hours. And at that point, it was about 5 a.m. the nurse came in to check me because she wasn't picking up the baby's heart rate anymore. And I guess she thought the baby had moved. So she adjusted the monitor, got the heart rate back, and then left the room. And 2 minutes later, she walks back in. She said that the baby must have moved again and she couldn't find the heart rate. Now, I was very relaxed at this point, but I was a little concerned because hearing that, she can't find the heartbeat is, obviously a major concern. So she's moving the monitor around, and I get another contraction, and I let her know that I feel like a lot of pressure, very low, down low. So I said, I really think that he's like very low, or he's like coming out. And she kind of laughed at me a little bit because she didn't think that was possible in 2 hours. But she said she would call the midwife and see what she wanted to do. The midwife asked her to check me and to see how far I had progressed. And she the nurse checked me, and then she said, "Oh, you're fully dilated and the baby's coming out and has hair." And then they started to set me up for the delivery.
Of course not.
What is this?
Oh, that's a long cord. That's a really long cord.
And there is the blessed baby.
Did you know what you're having? Oh.
Really necessary C-section last time. This baby had quarterback neck. One time.
This one's just more talented.
I guess the baby's okay.
There we go.
Is it a he or a she?
It's a he boy.
A he boy.
A he man.
It's a boy. It's a boy.
Little boy.
I'll cut the family jewels, and you're going to cut between the two.
With this one?
Yeah.
Between the two, between the silver and the plastic?
Right.
Correct. Right in there.
Tell me when.
Yeah. Go.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, woo! You're on your own, kid. You're no longer attached to your mommy, and your daddy did it.
Remember that.
We'll put it back on in a while.
Aside from completely blown away by the birth of my son, I was very shocked at how fast it went. And he was out in a couple of minutes and holding him, and I don't know, I was just completely taken over by the most incredible feeling of joy, and I don't know, there's really nothing like it on the planet.
And here it is. Good done.
You're not going to hurt him. You're not. He's a lot less fragile than you think. The first diaper you change, he's taking those sleep like crazy.
Yeah.
You'll realize he's not as fragile.
That he's not as fragile as I think. Okay.
Like,
I had a doctor, and the doctor helped the baby come out of my belly.
Seeing him for the first time and actually feeling him in my hands, when you think about this person for 9 months that you're carrying around, and you know, you're trying to visualize what will they look like, what will they feel like, you know, and then finally they're here crying on your chest, and you know, it's the most amazing feeling in the world. And I don't know, I think I was just in this completely altered state for the first hour of his life, just on another level of, I don't know, reality, consciousness. I wasn't really like, I was present in the moment, but I wasn't really there. That's how to say it. I can't put that into words. I can't articulate that, really. And now he's home, and bringing him home to meet my son first, he just, you know, my son is 2, my other son is 2, and there's definitely a little bit of feeling like he's not the baby anymore, and he's definitely experiencing like some neediness, and I think that's natural. But you know, it's definitely an adjustment, but he's been awesome and he's excited to be a big brother. Having him home is the best feeling in the world because it's like you prepare for this for the whole pregnancy, and it's almost, you know, not even a reality. You're just like carrying around this person and you're like buying things for the baby and setting everything up, and then they're finally here and it's like now you can finally relax, you can finally breathe and just enjoy it.